You and Your Sense of Touch is pretty fascinating, very educational. This is a Jiminy Cricket animated short from 1955, a Disney cartoon, of course, and we have Cliff Edwards voicing Jiminy Cricket. And I love the You and Your series we have with Jiminy Cricket. I think they're really interesting, and this one is absolutely no exception. It talks a lot about senses, with mostly focus on the sense of touch. And we get some line drawings illustrating a person touching their face and a baby touching a rabbit toy. And we have a line drawing of Bambi, which was rather cute. I mean, it might not be Bambi, it might just be a generic deer, but either way, it's very sweet. Jiminy Cricket also points out that he gets all of this wonderful information from books, which is something that I think is always worth celebrating. And he shares some facts about receptors. And I was really pleasantly surprised that he used the word receptors rather than coming up with a more child friendly term, because I think it's always important to use the correct terminology while explaining things very clearly, and that's exactly what Jiminy does. And he talks about warmth and cold and pressure and pain, and we have examples being illustrated on the screen. For example, we have a very comedic animation of a person lying under a sun, and when Jiminy talks about things being too hot, this person goes lobster red. It's really amusing. And various other things, such as a person tripping over something solid to illustrate pressure. And it's really well done. And as I said, I was really pleasantly surprised by the use of scientific terminology while also explaining things very clearly and easy to understand. And it's absolutely delightful. It's also one that will withstand the test of time, because generally this is fact. There are some other Jiminy Cricket cartoons that are maybe about health or diet where things have changed a lot over the last 60, 70 years, but this one is still pretty relevant today. It also very briefly looks at things like braille, which I thought was really nice to include. You and Your Sense of Touch definitely has a lot to offer. I'm a big fan of the Jiminy Cricket educational shorts, and this one is a really great example of what you can expect from this kind of cartoon. If you haven't seen any of the Jiminy Cricket shorts, this is a really good place to start. But even if you've seen some of the others, I think you'll enjoy this one a lot. It's educational, it's informative. I think it's very easy to follow for younger viewers. The animation is really good fun as well. Really thoroughly enjoyed it, and definitely recommend Jiminy Cricket in You and Your Sense of Touch.